Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video and a very late Happy New Year to you all. Hope you've all had a great Christmas, quality time spent, well spent with the family, and hope you all got what you wanted. But most importantly, hope you all had a safe one. And as for me, I pretty much worked for most of the Christmas and New Year. I sort of finished 8 a.m. on Christmas Day, went home, fell asleep, slept till about 3 in the afternoon. The in-laws and my daughter's godparents came over. So we had a late Christmas lunch, early Christmas dinner, however you want to put it. And yeah, there was just chatting and spent the rest of the evening, chatting and watching the Christmas shows on TV. And at one point they nodded off, and my daughter was playing with the games that she got over Christmas. So I grabbed a couple of drinks and headed off to the bedroom where I got my PS4 set up. Not playing any games, but anyone familiar with the film on site where you get to watch various TV stations from all over the world. I went on to the UK site. It's got BBC One, BBC Two, BBC Three, 4, ITV, Channel 4 and Channel 5, so on. And I got to see the Christmas edition of Doctor Who, which was really good, and also the Christmas special of Downton Abbey. Yes, I do like Downton Abbey. There was also Mrs. Brown's Boys and a couple of other comedy shows that were on. Yeah, so just spent the evening watching the Christmas shows. They left around 9-10 in the evening, so I went back into the living room, turned on the Wii U, and played some two-player games with my daughter. So that was Christmas Day, and next day, obviously Boxing Day, it's pretty much the same again. Just watching TV, playing games. The New Year's Eve, I was actually working, but I did get to see the end of the firework display from the Hotel Gardens, which overlooks the harbour, so that was really cool. Of course, New Year's Day, I was off on New Year's Day, but it was pretty much the same procedure as Christmas Day, going home, sleeping till the afternoon, and then family came over and I downloaded the firework display in London from YouTube, and we watched that over some drinks. And it was just chatting and spending time with the family as you would do. So that was pretty much it really for me. I mean, get very little time at Christmas due to working in the hotel trade and obviously being in the busiest time of the year. So yeah, but whatever time I did get, it was spent with the family and it was fun. So that was basically it, really. Nothing special. I did get some games over Christmas. Going on to the games, I did get some games over Christmas. Just a couple, but I did get a few games over the past month. So I'll show you guys what I've been getting over the past month or so. This has been, almost 2 months since I've done a video. But I didn't really buy that many games in October, or was it November? Sort of second week November, because what I'm basically doing now is saving up for Blackpool and replay. Obviously, want to get some games there or whatever. Obviously, when I head over to London, check out the charity shops and computer exchange and all that. Also, my daughter's coming over this time, coming along with me this time, as she's quite interested in coming on to one of these events because she's never been to one. So yeah, without waffling on, I'll show you guys what I've been getting. But firstly, I'll be back in a sec because I'm just going to feed the cats. And so yeah, back in a bit. Welcome back. Cats all fed and they're quite happy. So on to the games. And there's quite a variety from old to new. And I've actually got a new console to show you guys. I'll show you that in a bit, obviously. And so first up, early systems. And first to show is the Sinclair Spectrum. I got 8 in total from retrogames.co.uk. It's £2 per game, £7 postage. Can't remember how much it was now. Don't want to go too crazy on the on getting games for the Spectrum because I eventually do plan to get one of those flash cards where obviously just load up games on the SD card and play from there on the actual machine. Just getting the games that I remember playing at a friend's house back in the day. So they had a Spectrum. I didn't have one. So yeah, so I might get some of those games that I used to play, in physical form from back in the day. So yeah, so these were from retrogames.co.uk. They did have a shop back in the... No, the shop is actually still there today, but they specialise now in vinyl records. But back in 99 to 2000, they actually sort of did have their retro games based there as well, but not too long after that, they sort of closed down the retro section. It's sort of now they're based in Milton Keynes only on mail order, but the shop's still there, specialising in vinyls. I did pop down there quite a few times back in the day, and I've bought from them in the past. So yeah, so it's a great mail order shop. And I eventually do plan to pop down there when I'm next over for replay, to buy a couple of vinyls that I'm interested in getting. So yeah, without waffling on, I'll show you the spectrum games that I got. And first up is Monty, really cool platform game, very similar to the likes of Manic Miner. It is boxed and complete. You can see the tape there. It's actually also available on the MSX, but I remember playing it on the Spectrum, so figured why not just get it on the Spectrum. Another game is Wanted Monty Mole. Sorry about the glare there. By Gremlin Graphics. One of my favourite British software houses from back in the day, because they did support the MSX. So that was good. One of my favourite games on the Spectrum. And that is Bomb Jack. Next up is Kokotoni Wilf. They're all, sort of Manic Miner type sort of games, platform games. Game I used to own back in the day on the Spectrum that I got with my paper round money and borrowed my friend's Spectrum. And that is, I've mentioned this in the past, and that is obviously Space Harrier. Another Monty game, Monty on the Run. The out of box and complete. Put the instructions just behind there. It does have some graphics on the back. Obviously Space Harrier is just the arcade version. Scooby-Doo. And finally, the game was supposed to be released on the MSX and Amstrad, I believe, but did not happen. Just got a Spectrum release, and that is Twister. Really cool, sort of shoot 'em up. I don't know if it's in screenshots in the back. There is, but it's going to be too dark to see. I don't know if you can see that there. It's too dark to see what's that. But it's a really sort of shoot 'em up by System 3. And as I said, these were all £2 each. I can't remember how much the postage was. Probably about £6 or £7. There are a couple more I do like to get, but as I said, I don't want to go too crazy on the buying games for this Spectrum. Just the ones that I remember playing at a friend's house. So next up, the MSX. And I have been buying quite a few MSX games. Some of the majority of them, well, I say majority of them, it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 homebrew games. And these were all from a seller in France. I do believe, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are from the seller in France. And the other 2 are from a seller in Spain. So first up, oops, I'm knocking everything over here. For the MSX2, it's a game that I actually, well, 2 games on the MSX2. One of them is a game that I already own on the Mega Drive, but did actually go first on the MSX. And it's a sort of, anyone's played Elemental Master on the Mega Drive? Pretty much that sort of game. And it's Underline or Enderline. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's also available on the Mega Drive. I don't know if you can see screenshots there. slightly different on the Mega Drive. Just a touch different. But a great game, great shoot 'em up. No instructions, because I don't think they do instructions, but there's a cartridge. A really funky white cartridge. Very well made. This was, I can't remember how much I paid in total for them, but this was 20 euros. Just put that there for a second. Next up on the for the MSX2 is the game I just showed you a moment ago on the Spectrum, and that is Bomb Jack. I do love this game. I'd like to get hold of the one on the Game Boy. That looks pretty cool as well. I do play it on emulation on my phone. It's a screenshot on the back. I actually do play this on emulation as well. Great conversion of the arcade. There is instructions on the inside of the actual cover. Sorry about the glare there, but as you can see there, instructions are there. And here we have the cartridge. Again, they're just well made. For anyone who's into the MSX, you probably know by now anyway, but for those that don't know, these I got these from a site called the Repro Factory MSX Shop. Put a link below if anyone's interested. They do have other games as well. But there you go. Again, that was one of these recent ones actually. That was 22 euros. That's for the MSX2. Now for the MSX1, it's a game called Zombie Incident. It's a platform game. It's a sort of platform adventure game. As you can see there, it's Repro Factory. It's got the site there. I'll put the link below if anyone's interested. Really fun game. I don't know if it's got some screenshots. Just a couple of screenshots there. If you can see them. Sorry about the glare. This has a sort of card-like instructions. Some more information there on the back of the cover itself. And then you've got the cartridge. So yeah, that was, I don't know if that was 25 euros. Next up is The Cure, which is basically best described as Castlevania really. Now Castlevania was only available on the MSX2. I think it couldn't be pulled off quite easily on the MSX1, but this is very similar to the Castlevania game on the MSX1, and they've done it really well. There's some screenshots there. I don't know if you can see that. As you can see, the cover looks very like cars on the background. Simon Belmont there, very similar. Obviously it's not, but you get what I'm meaning. It's The Cure. We have a white cartridge. Again, 25 euros. I'm really pleased with this. I've been playing it. Fun game. As I said, well made, really shot to these. Great additions. Now, this next game is the last one from the Repro Factory MSX shop. It's one that I did purchase. I think they've only did. He only did 62 in total, and I did purchase two of them back in April, but they went missing in the post. They lost. Had them sent to a friend in the UK, but it was sent in my name, so they wouldn't deliver it to him because it was in my name rather than his. So they said if it's not sorted out, obviously within 3 days, it would be sent back to the seller, and from there it just got lost. Obviously, since then I've been trying, hoping that it would show up at some point. But no, I did explain this to the seller, and he had one more of these only, as one of these special cartridges, because he still sells them, but on the normal cartridge. And I do believe that the special cartridge has a hidden game. I don't know which game it is yet, but there is a special game. The normal ones, which is just a normal black cartridge, has only got the 6 games. It's a compilation of CBS Coleco games and the Sega SG 1000 console computer. And that is it's called the Muffy's Tutankhamun and Conversions. And it's got 6 games in total. There is a hidden game, which I still don't know which one it is. But it's got Tutankhamun, Pepper 2, Montezuma's Revenge, Jungle Hunt, Mikey, and the Free Dragon Story. Now, I do believe that Mikey and the Free Dragon Story is on the Sega SG 1000 console, which is the console just before the Mark. It's got the Mark II. Mark III was the Master System. Anyway, I do believe that those 2 games are on that system, and if anyone has played A Nightmare on the MSX by Konami, the Free Dragon Stories is pretty much the same sort of game. Plays very much the same, in the same way. So yeah, and you do get a sort of card which sort of like tells you where all these 62 cartridges have gone to the sellers. It's obviously got names of the sellers, where they have gone to. And I am 60 and 61, because I bought one for a friend of mine. But they went missing. But he did say he had one more. So I do believe this is 63. And the reason why I said that the hidden game is only in the special cartridge, because the special cartridge comes in a sort of gold-like casing. Very cool. Now this one's actually going to go to a friend of mine, so I'm just going to get the standard one, because he's just recently released a cartridge which has these sort of these special sound chip that you can actually load up Coleco games and SG 1000 games on the cart and play them from an MSX. So this one will go to a friend of mine. Now this was I think this was €28, but this is a replacement to one of the ones that got lost because he obviously didn't have any more. So yeah, really, beautifully made. Just a little information down on the inlay about the game itself and who they by. It's a 2 megabit ROM cartridge, and it just tells you its collection. Well, it says over here it's collection 60B 62. So yeah, really chuffed with this. But as I said, this is going to go to a friend of mine back in London, and I'll just get one of the normal ones at a later date. Now those are the games from the Repro Factory MSX shop. Now the last 2 were from Spain. First up is Mecha 8. It's in a bigger sort of plastic case. Now it is a shoot 'em up. Now this was €24. It's very well made, but not in the same sort of quality as the Repro Factory games. It's just a standard cartridge there. And of course, you've got the instructions over here. So there you go. That was Mecha 8. And the final game, homebrew game that is a game called British Bob, which is basically it's got to rescue all the apparently the queen herself has summoned you because a burglar has stolen all the tea biscuits. So you've got to basically recover all the tea biscuits so she can have her biscuits with her tea. It's a platform game, very much like Manic Miner, but very good one it is. It's in a small case, like so. And there's your cartridge, pretty much the same sort of cartridge as Mecha 8. Small manual there. And this is a sort of little cover to protect the cartridge. And this, I believe it was only €12. It's quite cheap, but it's a fun game. Really chuffed to have this in a collection. What I'll do, I'll just put the links below to where I actually got these games. Any MSX, collector out there who hasn't got these, doesn't know anything about them, still purchase them. It's very good. So yeah, those were the homebrew games that I got on the MSX. Now, sorry about that, the camera packed up on me. Anyway, as I was saying, those were the homebrew games that I got. Now onto the official games. Now these are loose carts. For those who know that, box MSX games do go for a fair bit on eBay. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games by HAL. Anyone that knows HAL, of course, will know Kirby. And one by Iron and one by Konami. So first up, the HAL games. So they're all loose carts and they're all from various eBay sellers in Japan. And a couple in France, I believe. So first up is Space War. Very basic-y shoot 'em up, very early shoot 'em up, but still fun. Next up is a very basic boxing game, heavy boxing. Next up is a game called Mr. Chin. Now this plays very much like anyone familiar with Ocean's Chinese Juggler. Plays just like that. Next up, a game called Step Up. This is basically obviously a platform game. You sort of have to work your way up to the top while avoiding all the baddies and whatnot. Next up is sort of a basketball game. I forgot what it's called now. But still a fun game. Next up, not on the picture label, is Inspector Z. Another platform game. Now I would like to get the picture label on just like the others, but only come across one, but it's in Japanese, not that it bothers me, but it does go for a fair bit. It goes for about €50. And the final HAL game is a game called Pigmock. Best describe this game. It's basically this little chap here on the cloud. He starts chucking down eggs at you, and you've got to catch him in the basket and try and save as many as you can. You get to a certain amount, and you just progress on to the next level. Pretty much the same over and over, but it gets faster, and it's a fun game. Just enjoy it. And so onto the Konami game. It's a game called Pipples. Is it Pipples? Yeah, Pipples. Looks a bit faded there. Again, this is a sort of plays very much in the same style as Nightmare, sort of shoot 'em up sort of game. Really fun game. Goes for a fair bit on eBay. I've got this for about is it 35 euros, but I've seen it go for about 70 to 80. And there's even one right now which is boxed without instructions going for about £300. So, just loose carts for 30 euros. It's all good for me. So yeah, really chuffed to get that. The final game by Iron. It's a game I've been after for a very long time. Very rarely comes up. I did come up once, but I had issues with my eBay, my PayPal account. And it was on a buy it now for £70. I was going to buy it, but with problems with my PayPal account, I couldn't buy it, and it ended up being bought by someone else. And since then, I've always been trying to get hold of another copy, and that is Moon Patrol. I've only seen 2 or 3 come up in, say, 3 or 4 years. It's not in the best condition, so it's always come in this little sort of baggie, so I'm keeping it in there to keep it safe. But I do love this version of Moon Patrol on the MSX. And personally, for me, I do it's the best version. And I got this for just under €40, including postage. So I'm really chuffed to finally get this into my collection, and hopefully at some point I will end up with the box copies, and I'll just move this one on. So that was for the MSX. Now on to the PC Engine. Sorry about that, camera again. Issues with the camera, really do need to get a new one at some point. Next up, on to the PC Engines. I got 3 Hue cards and a box set. Came out recently. I'm really chuffed to get it because I did get a box set last month. I'll show you that in a bit. But on to the Hue cards, and first up is the New Zealand Story, which I did own back in the day. So I'm pretty pleased to have it back in the collection. I got it back in the day on the PC Engine when it was first released. I don't know, back then I wasn't so pleased with it. Wasn't really. Maybe it was the fact that there was a Mega Drive version, so I decided to take that one back in and get the Mega Drive version. As it turned out, I wasn't as impressed because the Mega Drive version isn't arcade perfect. There is a difference. So I ended up getting rid of that, and since then never got the game back. So I'm really pleased to get the PC Engine back into the collection, and I got it for just under £30 from an eBay seller in Japan. It is in lovely condition. Even comes with the foam spongy thingy. So yeah, really pleased with that. Next up is PC Genjin, which is basically known as Air Zonk. Now this is the Hue card version. I do have the CD version. There is a difference between the two. Or I do believe this is a prequel to the CD version. So for this one I paid £60. It is a little pricey. I've got some screenshots on the back. It's a shoot 'em up, very good shoot 'em up. That's PC Genjin, because PC Genjin is obviously Bonk, prehistoric PC kid. This is his future brother. Brother of the future. It is boxed and complete. Lovely condition. Really chuffed to finally own this. And the last game came along for the ride. Cheap and cheerful, and it's the Super Dodgeball. Basically a sort of volleyball game, rather than volleyball itself. You sort of chuck the ball at each other and try and knock out one another. And I got this for, I was missing the foam spongy thingy, but didn't pay much for it. It was a couple of euros, 3 or 4 euros postage. Wouldn't mind getting this on the, there is a CD version on the PC Engine. There's also one on the Mega Drive. Wouldn't mind getting those. They're fun games to play. Sorry about the glare there. So that was the Hue card games. Now, in one of my previous pickup videos, I did pick up the Memories of Japan, the Memories Best of Japan, which obviously included Sylphia, For Sale More, God, I forgot what the other ones are called now. Case Curie, and Benny Blaster. Now these are all sort of like, they go for silly money on eBay. So these are obviously repros, but they're beautifully done. And also showed you this in one of my previous pickup videos, but they did another one. However, this time they did another box set. They did Memories, and this one is the Turbo Duo edition. Okay, it's pretty much done in the same sort of style, and obviously, what's it? This one, it's got just below here on the side. So it's number 31 of 100. I don't know if you can see that. So these are sold out. And this one is 51 of 100. If you can see that. Sorry about the glare there. And this collection contains the Godzilla, PC-free, the PC-free Bulk's Big Adventure, Dungeon Explorer 2, and Dynastic Hero, which is basically the Wonder Boy 4, what was it, the Monsterland series. Don't know if you can see the screenshots there. Is it Monster World 4? The one that's on the Mega Drive. And over there you got the Godzilla game, which is basically a beat 'em up brawler. And they've been beautifully done. Inside the actual box, you've got some little characters there from the games themselves. If you can see them. You've got a sort of like little artwork of Godzilla. Excellent artwork. It's hard to show you all in one shot. I don't know if you can see that. Of course, when I get closer, I can't see what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see that. It's fantastic artwork. And here are the games. So you've got Dynastic Hero. They are beautiful. They all come with their spine card. And they also come along with these little tokens. Each game comes along with this. Not actually used, but there you go. Yeah, beautifully made. So you've got Godzilla. Show the inside. Now this one comes along with some stickers, a couple stickers and a couple tokens. And as you can see the spine cards there. With a manual, obviously on the cover. We've got Dungeon Explorer 2. Same again. And the final one, Bonk Free. Oops. Again, on the inside, you've got spine card, little token there, because you've got the game there. So yeah, really chuffed to get this. I do believe they might do another one, or they're going to do something completely different. So I'm really looking forward to see what they're going to do next, because they're just beautifully made. And in total, this is one of my Christmas presents. This is a treat for myself. And this was 120 euros. So, you know, very collectible. So yeah, really chuffed for that. So I'm just going to put that there and deal with that in a minute, so I don't want to ruin it. So right then, next up is a couple of PlayStation games. And I do believe my camera, the memory of my camera is going to run out. So I'll try to be quick as I can. Two PlayStation games that I played back in the day. First up is a game called Race to Go, which was by Taito but distributed by Activision. It's basically a kart game. Screenshots there. And this was from a seller in the UK. I think I paid £5, couple pounds postage. It is box and complete. Not got a PlayStation game for a while now, so I've add a couple more games to the PlayStation collection. Next one is a game called by Iron, actually, but it was released by JVC in the UK, and it's a sort of puzzle game, very much in the same sort of style as Bubble Bubble, and it is Yo-Yo's Puzzle Park. Some screenshots there. Now this I got from a seller in France, and I paid in total €25, including postage. A real fun game to play. It is boxed and complete in lovely condition. It was actually sealed, but I have been playing it. So I'm really pleased to get this into the collection. So yeah. So that was for the PlayStation 1. So I shall put it there. For the PlayStation 2, I already had this on the Xbox, the original Xbox. But my reason for getting this on the PlayStation 2 is because the actuals, you get some exclusives. The Xbox, you get 4 exclusive games on there, and on the PlayStation 2 you get different games. And that is Taito Legends 2. And my reason for getting this is because it's got the Ray Storm, because I think the Xbox has Ray Force. And also you got G Darius. Then you got the other exclusives, Balloon Bomber and Civilian. So yeah, for £10 including postage, really pleased to get this in the collection. And mainly because of those 2 shoot 'em ups, because I do love my shoot 'em ups. So that was on the PS2, and I've only got a minute left. Right. Alright, for my daughter, for Christmas I got the new Pokemon. This one's Sapphire, isn't it? Oh, Ruby. It is box and complete, but she is of course playing it. Got that here locally, and I also got her the PS4 Little Big Planet 3. Really enjoying this at the moment. We're both having a laugh. That's the complete. Sorry about that. The filled up the memory on the camera. Really having issues over this camera. And also have a little guest here join me. Apollos here joining me. Come to join me, haven't you? If you can see him. Oh Christ. It's making it awkward now, aren't you? You can see them there. There we go. Sleepy there. You sleepy head. So yeah. That was Little Big Planet 3 that I got for my daughter on the PS4. We originally were going to get we're going to get it on the PS3, but I figured, what the hell. Got a PS4, get it on the PS4. Yes, camera issues again, and this is starting to get really annoying. But as they say, soldier on. So, next up is a game that I got for the both of us. And for me and my daughter, and you probably know what that is, and that is, of course, Super Smash Bros. On the Wii U, which is a great game. We're having a good time on it. And of course, we got into the amiibo craze, and I'm not going to go for the full collection, not at all. I'm just going to get the ones that I like, and obviously the ones that she likes. I've already unboxed, I've taken them out of the box and thrown the boxes away because I really do not want to go down that route and going for the full collection, box collection. Just want to keep it simple and get the ones that I like, and obviously the ones that she likes. So I've got 3 here. Got 2 for me and 1 for her. So the ones that I got is Donkey Kong. They are beautifully detailed though, I'll give it that. And of course, the one and only Mario. I'm hoping to get Peach, Diddy Kong and Pit. As I said, just keep the ones that I like, because there are a few naff ones about. I mean, the Villager and Wii Fit. And also I'm not really keen on the Metro series, so Samus doesn't interest me at all. And the one that I got for my daughter, the one that she wanted, of course, is the game that I showed you earlier on 3DS, the Pokemon game, and that is, of course, Pikachu. She's really chuffed to have that. We have tried this already out on Super Smash Bros. And also Mario Kart. Very gimmicky, but it is fun. And we have been having a blast, so, I mean, I've already leveled him up to, 50 something, and she's on level 40. I got him just a few days ago, so I haven't tried him out yet. Haven't leveled him up yet. I'm hoping on Sunday I'm going to get Diddy Kong, and she wants to get Yoshi. I'm looking out for Kirby. Little Mac, obviously sought after, hard to get, but no real hurry to get them as they come along. But yeah, nice little novelties there. Just put them there. But I did get some more figures, and for anyone that knows me already will know what they are. And of course that is the Turtle figures. And I did get 3 of them, missing out on 1 of them. I'll explain that in a bit. So, from the new Nickelodeon TV show, new Turtle figures. You see, this is Raphael on the back. Pretty straightforward, showing the rest of the characters in the series. But I'm just going to stick to the Turtles. So that's Raphael, Leonardo. Again, same on the back. Just going to keep them boxed because I like to hang them on the wall. And the final one that I got, I'm thinking I had all 4 of them. And there's Michelangelo. Actually, enjoying the new show. Really good. Now I thought I had all 4 of them. So I got these from my local supermarket, pretty much similar like the likes of Tesco's and Sainsbury's. And I thought I had all 4 of them, put them in a basket, got to the checkout and realised I was missing Donatello, so quickly ran back to get him. But by the time I got there, he'd already gone, and there was no more, and not been able to find him since. I've been to other local supermarkets where they do stock them, and of course a couple of toy stores, but not there. There is one that's sort of in the Portuguese packaging, but very different, and I really like to keep them in the same sort of style. But yeah, no hurry. Hopefully, what I can see myself doing is eventually getting Donatello on eBay. But no great hurry really to get them. And again, by the looks of it, I don't know what's wrong. The camera is saying 5 minutes left. Don't know what's going on there. So I'll try and be quick. So the final game that I got that I forgot to show was a Christmas present for my wife. Now originally I was going to get 3 or 4 titles for this system. But what happened was one of our cats, Turkish fan Amy, we came home one evening and she had a freaking abscess on her throat that sort of burst and did all sorts of damage. So, and also we do have a stray that comes from time to time, if not every day. We do feed him. He gets a little boisterous with the girls, Amy and Melody, and of course I've decided enough is enough. I'm going to have him neutered, which I did so. I've not noticed much difference. There is a difference, but not a great deal. But I'm told it does take time. So I was only able to get 1 game for this system, and my wife sort of got it for me for Christmas, and it's a little pricey. I didn't want to spend too much on the game, so I just asked to get me the one, and that is for the Sega Saturn. And that game in question is Steam Hearts. I've been wanting to get this game for quite some time. I have played it on sort of emulation, but I've actually been playing the PC Engine's version, but I've wanted to get the Saturn version for quite some time. In total, I think I paid £80 for this. I could have got it cheaper, £10 cheaper, but this was in a better condition. Normally goes for about 100, 110. I would love to get the PC Engine at some stage, but that goes for about 120, 140. Would also let's get it with a spine card. So yeah, so she was she very kindly got me this for Christmas. So those are the. So basically, all I got for myself was the games that I got for my daughter: Super Mario Smash Brothers, the box PC Engine collection, and of course the Steam Hearts on the Sega Saturn. Those are the game related items that I got for Christmas. The rest of it just got over the month or so. So yeah. Oh, almost forgot the new console. Probably know what it is already. I've put it on my Facebook page for those who know me, and that is of course the Xbox One. As you can see, it's the Sunset Overdrive bundle. It's just a digital copy. A little bit disappointed, but not really that bothered. Really pleased with it. I've got this in the living room because I've got the PS4, as I mentioned earlier on, set up in my bedroom. And yeah, really chuffed for that. So yeah, just the only game that I got, because I really can't afford any more games because I spent quite a bit already. Also, for the PS Vita, I did get original. Did it original? I'm gonna get it original eventually down the line, but I got oh God, I forgot what it's called now. Wise Memories of Calcutta. Don't know if you can see that there. Downloaded that for €14. I also got Wise 7 and 1 and 2, and also Wise 3. So all the Wise games on a memory card on my PS Vita. I'm a happy bunny, loving it at the moment. I'm also going to get it original on eBay, but it goes for about £20-30 plus an extra. Can start anything between £5 to £10 postage. You know, £14. I'm playing it right away, so I'm really pleased with that. As I said, later on, if I'm really bothered, I'll get it original. But I've got all the Wise games on my PS Vita, so there you go. Really chuffed for that. What else? Have I got anything else? I think that's about it, really. So yeah, that's about it. Camera's telling me 1 minute now. I don't know what's wrong with it. So I hope I haven't waffled on too much. I hope I haven't bored you. As I said, very late. Happy New Year to you all. Hope you had a good one. So until the next time, cheers and health to all that. And until the next time, take care. Bye for now.